So my car doesn't have windshield wipers, but today we're gonna fix the problem. Last time we tried to fix it with Rain-X, which didn't help much, especially with how heavy it rains in Florida. So let's hop in the Daily Drifter and finally head over to our local hardware store.
Now, last time we tried to do this, a bunch of you asked why we just didn't go and buy the bolts. Not a bad question, but I had ordered OEM bolts for the windshield wipers, but I didn't realize that they're gonna take over a month to get in. So I was trying to think of a temporary solution so I didn't have to cancel my order, but clearly that didn't work. So we're going to Home Depot.
Once we got to Home Depot, we made our way straight to the hardware section where I quickly seemed to not be able to read anymore.
Okay, I'm now in confusion because it says it has it, but when you check in here, all it has is the bolt. It doesn't have the nut. Okay, never mind. I was reading this number, not this number, but I found it.
But eventually, I found what I needed and made my way back home to install these things. Now, thankfully, wiper blades are super easy to install if you can figure out your rights from your lefts.
Now, I don't know which side goes on what. I'm pretty sure this goes here. This one goes here.
But once we got them in, we ran into a slight problem.
All right, moment of truth if I have wipers. So the whole thing doesn't even work.
And since it was raining, I decided to pack up shop, and that's when I discovered a wire that was completely unplugged.
Y'all, I just made the greatest discovery.
So we dove right back in to see if we could get this thing to work, which this wire was not the easiest to plug back in.
Why did they even unplug this? This would be a lot easier if I had tiny hands.
But once we got it all hooked up, I was super excited to see if these things would work, so I turned the car on, and still nothing. So it looks like we gotta do some further diagnosing to fix the problem. But maybe when it's not about to start pouring.
I think this feels like a later project so I don't get struck by lightning.
But anyways, if you want to see more content like this, follow me.